I don't know about you, but ever since World 3 has come out in Roblox The Forge, I have been on my grind trying to get the best resources that I possibly can to make the best equipment. So far, I did make this pretty awesome spear. As you can see in my inventory, we have this eyesight spear that does about 203 damage and has all these buffs on it. And that's a pretty decent weapon for now until I grind for the better stuff. However, I recently pretty much just maxed out my luck inside of Roblox The Forge. And I wanted to show you guys what max luck pretty much looks like currently inside of Roblox The Forge. Now, if you watch this video later on, whenever there's like World 4 or 5 or beyond, there's probably going to be way more luck that you can get in this game. But currently, this is what max luck looks like on the World 3 update, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and go through my stash real quick and show you guys what I'm working with here and what my luck is going to be about. All right, so first off, let's go ahead and start with my race. So actually, if we go over here to the race menu, as you can tell, I am the Archangel. And the good thing about the Archangel and the Angel, they both have this 30% luck boost, but the Archangel's like a good of the Angel and the Demon. It got the best things of these two mixed, and one of those best things is the 30% luck boost. So right there, we have a 30% luck boost just from my Archangel race, all right? So, you know, everyone kind of probably knows that by now, that the Archangel race gives you that nice luck boost. Speaking of the Archangel race, if you do want a chance to win the Archangel race by getting a bunch of rerolls, then make sure to subscribe, and you might just get a bunch of rerolls gifted to you very soon. But anyways, let's move forward from that. So yeah, we have 30% for my Archangel race here. Now, for my equipment here, we do have the prismatic pickaxe, the best pickaxe in the game with a 72% luck boost for this pickaxe alone, which is a very big luck boost. This is currently the best pickaxe you can buy. It is very expensive, but very worth it. Now, I will say here, right, we do have these 4 luck miner shards, which total out to be a 61% overall luck increase. However, 2 of these are 16s, and then one's a 15 and one's a 14. If I can get that 14 and that 15 up to a 16, we'd have about 3% extra luck, which would bring us to 64% total, but we're right there touching it. Bro, I've been trying to grind to get that extra 3%, but dude, the Delver zombies in World 1 do not want to hook me up. But we're pretty much right there to being maxed out with luck, so let's go ahead and add that on to our luck boost percentage, which it's pretty much nearly maxed out. Next up, I do like to use the luck totems with the Robux here, which gives us a nice increase of 25%. These only last about 5 minutes, but I do place these down quite a lot. So we'll go ahead and add that 25% in there. And with the luck totems, obviously we do have the luck potions here that give us an extra 20% also for about 5 minutes, but you can buy these with gold and you don't need Robux for these. So we're gonna actually go ahead and stack back up on these a little bit, but those are a 20% increase, so we'll go ahead and add that to our total. And with those potions and totems noted down, I do want to go ahead and bring up next that currently in the World 3 update, since it was just Christmas, we do have the Santa event going on right here, and I highly recommend to actually do his quest because you get some really good stuff and you could buy these Christmas potions. Now, it looks like my stock hasn't restocked. It looks like once you buy out the whole stock of an item from Santa, you can no longer buy it. So unfortunately, I only have 2 more of these that I can show you when I use them in just a second here, but these give you about 15 minutes of an extra 25% mining boost, an extra 20% of mining damage, and also another 25% extra luck boost. So we're going to go ahead and stack this on to our luck boost, so that's another 25% from Santa Claus. Now, I don't know, I thought these would restock every 24 hours, but I guess once you're done with them, you're done. So that's kind of unfortunate, but hopefully we can get a restock on that soon because I really need some more of these. These things are amazing. So next up, we do have, if you come over here, you guys might not even really know this, but if you go to your achievements, you have a ton of stuff in here that can give you some boosts. And my favorite one, obviously, that you're gonna know is where is it? Dude, this menu confuses my eyes. It really hurts my eyes. I don't know what I'm looking at half the time. All right, so here it is, the dedicated player. So I have the 32% one. Now again, we're missing about 8%, and we could have bundled that with that 3% from the runes to get an extra 11% luck. However, we got to play 100 hours. I believe this was 50, then they increased it, or it was like 60 and they increased it. So I pretty much had it, and then they upped it again. So I'm about to get this, but we are at 32%, but we will get an extra 8%. So I got to AFK this game overnight and start getting these hours done, so I get that 40%. But this gives us another 32%, so we're going to go ahead and add that on. So overall, from a base player, I have about 265% luck, I guess, added on to my character. I guess if you just total all the percentages, that's what you get. And if we get a double luck weekend, which right now it's not double luck, so I'm doing this video the max luck that you can get in the game without having the double luck event. But during the double luck event, I mean, this pretty much times everything by 2. So I guess technically, you know, our luck would be around 530. So I believe the max that you can get is I'm at 265, but then again, we're missing about 8% from the achievement boost and 3% from the runes. You can get about 276, and that's the max possible that you can get. However, that is pretty much max luck inside of Roblox The Forge. And now we're going to show you exactly what that looks like and what kind of items we can get. If you actually come to my stash here, you can get a good idea of what this looks like, and we're definitely going to do some more mining, but I did use some of these items to craft already. But I mean, we have 5 of the Surrey here, and then we have 6 Etherlights. We got 13 Icites. I haven't been mining Darkrai because that's not really like the best anymore. We got 31 Snow Whites. We got 175 Velshire. Like, we get this stuff like nothing. But we're gonna go ahead and head up to the caves and do some mining to actually show you what we get, and then we're gonna try to make something amazing out of whatever we get. So let's go ahead and head up to the cave so we could show you what I have been getting and what max luck pretty much looks like in Roblox The Forge. I'm gonna go ahead and head down here. This is my favorite spot to mine in the World 3 cave, is all the way at the end here, and we actually do have 2 floating crystals already set up for us that I got from mining a little bit earlier. We're gonna pop the luck potions real quick so we can get that extra 20%. Of course, we're gonna go ahead and pop the mining potions so we can get just a lot faster of a speed. We're gonna get a Christmas potion pop for that 25%, and then we're gonna put our totem down, both totems down, and then we're gonna do some mining. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to mine these floating crystals while they're here. As you can see, I do need to get the mine floating crystals quest, but you know what? With all of this luck, let me tell you right now that so far, I mean, I have not gotten any of the Heavenite. I forgot what this one's called, like the Galaxy one, but we're gonna see with max luck how long it actually takes us to get one of those 2. We're gonna do some mining and just kind of take a look and see what we get. Okay, so we got some Snow White. That's actually not bad, and of course we got Velshire, so our base luck is like pretty much right here. We don't really get anything under 1 in 1450 of a chance. Everything we get is, this is the lowest, and everything we get is above. I mean, we could definitely get lower, but that's like our base pretty much. So let's go ahead and mine this one as well and see what we get. But I mean, Snow White, that's already pretty good. Our first one there is a 1 in 4300 chance, and I mean, if you don't have that greatest pickaxe, you probably don't see Snow White a lot. Like when I started World 3, I mean, I hardly saw any Snow White, dude, and now I just get this stuff all the time. Bro, look at that. Literally, I can't even pass this one up because we just got some more Etherlight, and that is a 1 in 11,000 chance. That's a really good drop right there. So this is kind of what I want to base my stuff off of for right now until I can grind out a ton of Heavenite. But let's go ahead and mine this. And I mean, we only mined through these crystals, what? This was like the second one I mined, and boom, we already got this, which is a 1 in 11,000 chance. All right, let's go ahead and try this floating crystal again and just see what we get from it. And look at that. We got Snow White again, bro. Easy drops, but that is not what we want. So I'm going to let it live, and we're going to mine these large crystals. So these large crystals are really satisfying to mine because they drop a lot of resources. If you're trying to grind to max level, just grind the large ice crystals. You're going to get a bunch of good drops, and it's going to boost you to level 200 like nothing. I mean, it only took me probably about 2 hours. Let's go ahead and try the floating crystal again here. I want to see how long it takes me to get Heavenite. I mean, we've only been mining for a couple minutes. I guess the Snow White is literally like our best friend because we got that twice already, and the Etherlight we got once. So we'll see what we get from this floating crystal drop here. All right, more Velshire, bro. This is like the stuff, it just literally grows on trees once you get this much luck. It's just like the thing you're gonna see the most. All right, let's take another whack over here at the floating crystal and see what we get. So far we've gotten some pretty decent drops, but let's see if we can get anything good from this floating crystal. I don't know, because of how insane the drops are. Like, I think this one's 1 in 333,000 to get this thing, if you guys didn't know that, and this one's like 1 in 100,000 something. It's gonna take a while to get some of the best armor in this world, not gonna lie. So we're probably gonna try and make something out of the Surrey here and just at least get one of each of these. Okay, more Snow White again, and we even got a Molten Frost, but I don't want either of those right now. Anyways, yeah, we're probably gonna try to make a Surrey of full armor, maybe mix with some Etherlight, and then eventually once we get some Heavenite and whatever this one is, the Saturnite or whatever, bro, what is the name of it? Let me go check it before I keep saying the wrong thing. Hold on. All right, it's literally called like Gargantuan or something like that. Gargantuan. How do you, bro, am I illiterate? I don't know, probably. But anyways, I need to get at least one of these because you get an insane boost for weapons, and then we got to get some Heavenite because that gives you a pretty good buff for your armor. I need to get at least 3 Heavenite pieces, and I'll be satisfied with that, and then we can make some decent armor with the rest of the stuff. But the Heavenite drops and the Gargantuan it's really hard to get.
Daddy, chill.
Okay, look at that. I might have to take this because it's more eyesight. Eyesight is honestly a good one to go for, bro. I mean, it's about 1 in 10,000 chance to get eyesight. I guess I'll go ahead and grab this, and then we'll get some more floating crystals to spawn in. And boom. I mean, that's progress towards our quest. I wish we could have got something a little bit better, but I mean, I can't complain. That's pretty good. All right, we got some more Velshire. We got the Galactus, whatever this one's called. Galestor, bro. I don't know my names, all right? I'm not good with names, especially names like these. All right, let's see what kind of good drops we can get in World 3. And then I'm honestly curious to go back to World 2 and see how easy it is to get Dark right now, because Dark right was such a struggle. And look at that. We just got another piece of eyesight. But yeah, I wish we could almost like donate resources to people, because I would go back to World 2 and just grind Dark right for people and just hand it out. I think we could get a ton of it if we just go back to World 2. I might need to try that in a little bit. I might need to go back and just take a little look-see at what my luck chances would be there, because I'm curious at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause real quick. Let's see how long it takes me to maybe see one of these starting at 11:49 p.m. And then that'll really give us a good idea of what this luck can do. And then I think we'll take a dip into World 2 after that and just kind of see how much Dark right we can get. All right, so pretty good. In about 10 minutes, we got some Etherealite, and I was actually doing some inventory management for about 5 minutes, but I think we got 2 pieces in here too. Bro, can this Yeti leave me alone? Yeah, we literally just got 2 pieces of Etherlite in that drop. That's actually pretty crazy. Still nothing above that. I mean, that's the first drop of that we've gotten. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and focus on anything that is above Mythic now and see how long it takes to get something that's at least a relic. I do want to mention a little bit of a problem, and that's that we just used our last Christmas potion. And I did think that the Christmas potions would restock, so I was going to grind them back. Maybe they'll restock if I do Santa's quest, because I swear there was more in there, but maybe I have to do his quest for them to restock. I don't know, or maybe I'm dumb and it is just limited. I guess I'm just holding on to the hope that I can get more. All right, so the easiest one to do is the Forge items. You only have to do 3 weapons and 3 armors, and it can literally be anything. So what I do is I just come in here and whatever. I just sold a lot of my stuff though. That's a bit of a problem, huh? I guess the easiest way to do this then is just gonna one-tap a couple pebbles here. Like nothing. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. So if I just throw in this, make my first dagger here. We're just gonna do this real quick. I guess we'll just speed through this. We're gonna make 3 daggers, 3 armors real quick, finish the quest, and see if we get a restock. All right, quest complete. We made our random 3 of each items. Let's see if we restocked after I did that. No. He didn't restock. All right, well, I guess the other thing we could try is just doing literally every quest. I don't think he's gonna restock though. I think that's it. It's unfortunate. I guess I'll go ahead and do these quests real quick and just see if he restocks after that. I don't think he's going to, but I guess it's just worth a shot. So 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, so I already did the mining quest for Santa. I'm gonna go ahead and kill these last couple orcs here. Let's see if we can get a refill of our Christmas luck potion, dude, because like that would be nice. I don't want to be the end of those. Oh, I'm getting whooped by all these guys. Hey, chill. All right, there we go. We just finished that. We got a bunch of Xmas tickets. Bro, I can't speak. A bunch of Xmas tickets. Let's see if Santa likes us enough to give us some more Christmas potions, and if not, then rip. Let's see. What do you got in here, bro? Really? He doesn't restock? Oh my gosh, dude. I mean, I guess we know now. I wish there was a way we could keep buying those, but I guess they're a limited thing. You can only get so many of them. Well, that's unfortunate for us. We just did all those quests, but hey, at least we got some more tickets, you know? That's cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead then, and with the rest of my buffs and boosts that I have, I'm gonna go ahead and drink these luck potions, and there is a floating crystal right here, so I'm gonna see if I can put these down here without getting whipped by these orcs, bro. Back off. We got Velshire, but honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and mine this one so I can hopefully move this and get some floating crystals to spawn over that way, and that way we can get Moro 10 done. I want to get Heavenite, and I don't want to waste these crystals, but I like my mining spot down here. It's a little bit easier because there's not so many orcs, although there are Yetis there. I don't like the Yetis, but you can kind of avoid them a little bit more easily than the spammed orcs in this area. All right, that's good. I'm gonna go make sure that there's no other floating crystals around the area, I guess, and then we're gonna go back to our spot and actually see what we can get. Look at everything trying to hit me, dude. Those are so mean. Ah, look at that. There's one right here. All right, well, this is good then. So I'm gonna go ahead and use these large crystals and that floating crystal, and let's go ahead and see now that we're done with Santa's quest. It's 12:25, so let's see how long it takes us to get a relic. I'm gonna go ahead and start mining without my totems. I'm gonna put them down once they are ready to go, and we're gonna see if we can get any relics and any good resources. I'll be back when something good happens. No way. We just got, is this, wait, no. I thought this was Heavenite for a second, but we finally got a Surifal. But I saw the Heavenite though. Did I see both or am I tripping? I swear I saw Heavenite. We did get one relic and that took us about, it's 1:12 now. So it took us almost an hour. This is almost about 50 minutes for just that one relic. One of those per every hour. I mean, you could eventually make a decent set. Maybe if I AFK large ice crystals for like overnight, I could probably get a couple of them and make a decent set. But I mean, we do have about, how many of those? We have 6 of those. In that hour, I did find 3 more eyesight and 1 etherealite. So we get a lot of mythics now, but the relics are absolutely insanely difficult to get. But probably by next update, when we get the next best pickaxe, they're going to be a lot easier. Hopefully we can actually get a couple more relics, but let's see. It's about 1:13 now, so we'll go from there and see when we get our next relic or anything decent. Okay, my mic was just muted there, but anyways, we just got another Syria Falls there, and that took about 20-ish minutes for that one, a little bit under 25 minutes to get that relic. So that's actually pretty good compared to the last time it took us. And in between, we did get more etherealite, so we got 3 more of those. But I actually died in the middle of trying to mine that, and I had to run back, and thankfully I hit it with my pickaxe before it respawned the rock. So that was stressful. These Yeti spawns are insane. You kill them and then they're back within like 10 seconds. I'm sure you guys know the struggle if you mine in this area. That's why I like to keep it to this spot right here. And also look at that, bro. The luck totems, literally, they despawn with 3 seconds left. I feel like I'm getting scammed here. It's supposed to be a full 5 minutes. Maybe they do it because you get 5 seconds down here, but I should be getting that extra 5 seconds at the very end. I don't know. It's a little strange, huh? But anyways, I have been mining like crazy, dude. I mean, I started recording this nearly 2 hours ago now, and I mean, we've literally only have gotten 2 relics. Kind of goes to show you that even with max luck inside of Roblox The Forge, it is still very, very, very difficult to get some of the best items in the game. I mean, I pretty much maxed out my luck in World 2, and I had a really hard time to get Darkrai. But speaking of Darkrai, we're going to go ahead and test this out real quick, and we're going to go back over to World 2 for just a minute and see if Darkrai is actually a lot easier to get. I have not been in World 2 since World 3 came out, and it's been a while. So let's go ahead and check it out again, and let's see if we can actually get Darkrai really quickly, because we've been getting so many mythics. I mean, we get so much etherealite and stuff that it's actually pretty crazy how much we get. So we're going to go ahead with our luck potions here and our totems. We're going to mine a couple volcanic rocks down here and see how we do, you know? Let's go ahead and mine some of these, though. These volcanic rocks. Look how much faster we mine these, by the way. This used to take quite a long time to mine these down when we had the arcane pickaxe or the demonite pickaxe. It took way longer. These go down in a few hits now. It's actually insane how fast this is now. I mean, honestly, we mine so fast, we might as well just mine through these and see what we get. So I'm just going to go ahead and whack these up. We don't really need to keep them to respawn. We can just mine everything down here within seconds. All right, honestly, I'm still seeing a lot of the same drops, which is actually crazy. So we're getting obsidian and topaz, which with this big of a pickaxe, I mean, now it's showing that we're pretty much going down to the 1 in 333 area. So I mean, I probably just I'm not bright with this stuff, bro. I'm probably not doing the correct RNG or math to this, but it just feels like we should be pretty much only getting, because I mean, in World 3, we pretty much only get Velshire as our lowest one. We sometimes get the other ones, but pretty much only Velshire. I feel like we should probably at least only be getting like eye ores at this point, or a lot of eye ores. All right, so far we haven't gotten any Darkrai. I thought we actually might just be getting Darkrai drops after Darkrai drops, but I mean, we're even getting volcanic rocks, which are really easy to get. I mean, I guess they're that common, but I would think we're a little bit higher than that. Like we wouldn't really see any volcanic rocks because of our luck boosts, but game is a little interesting, huh? All right, we got some magmite there. Pretty good. All right, we got an eye ore. Was that Darkrai? Oh, that was obsidian. All right, so we have been mining down here for about 4 or 5 minutes now. We will see what time we get to by the time we get a Darkrai or a demonite piece to see the luck. I guess because I mine so fast, I'm just going to do luck totems going across the whole thing so we can maximize the luck instead of the mining speed, because we don't really need the mining speed. It's kind of crazy to me that Darkrai still feels more rare than eyesight. I feel like I get so much eyesight. Like, I've gotten more eyesight than I got Darkrai, and I literally grinded World 2 for at least like a week or 2 straight, just mining and mining till I could get Darkrai. And I mean, I have already gotten how many pieces? 21 eyesight within only maybe a couple days of the World 3 coming out and playing it. And I mean, I haven't really grinded it as heavy as I did World 2, and I've gotten more eyesight, and I've already used eyesight to make my weapon as well. I've probably totaled over 30 plus eyesight already, and that's harder to get than Darkrai apparently. But I don't know, man. I almost feel like some of the rarities are messed up. All right, I'm gonna drink some more mining potions. We'll see if we get anything, dude. I'm gonna give this a little bit of time here and just go through these rocks. I guess, editor, let's do another time lapse until I get either demonite or Darkrai and just see what happens. All right, boys, I've literally filled my stash. Like, I am maxed out. 1,000 stash. I have to actually sell a bunch of stuff because I just ran out of space doing this, and we haven't seen any of the goods yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell all this stuff, and then we're gonna continue just grinding and seeing if we can get any Darkrite or Demonite. Just lagged my inventory, but there we go. Let's continue the mine. I feel like I forgot to sell something because my inventory is still packed. What is happening? I don't know if I bugged the game or if my inventory is just broken. I don't understand what's going on, but we're gonna keep trying to get Demonite or Darkrite now. So let's keep trying our luck here. All right, boys. I have almost maxed my inventory out again. I mean, I've mined like over 200 pieces of materials already. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like the luck on this game doesn't scale correctly, at least per world. Maybe there's limitations to how much luck the game will give you per world. Oh, okay, well, I say that and we just got Demonite, so that's something. That was about 20 minutes, though, and we got one piece of Demonite, which is 1 in 3,666. Now, let me compare that for you real quick, right? Okay, so this is 1 in 3,066. All right, I guess Void, Fractal, or Molten Frost is about that same level. I get these two probably almost every single rock that I mine in the peak, and that's a 1 in 3,000 chance, 1 in 4,000 chance. And I get these two, and even this one. I get all these pretty much every single rock that I mine. And yes, those are like the only materials that you can get. The game doesn't want to give you nothing, but I feel like the chances don't scale based quite on this and based on luck. It's almost like it scales based on how many resources are actually in the rock. Maybe that's how it works. But if that's the case, then these numbers should be adjusted, because it's either that or the luck is based per world. There might be world caps on the luck, because if this is 1 in 366, I got one of these after 20 minutes of mining, then why do I literally get stacks of these 4 within about 5 minutes of mining? Like, I can get multiple of these without trying. I haven't gotten a single piece of within 20 minutes. Eyesight, I literally get like 2 to 3 pieces within 20 minutes. Like, I get it like nothing, and my luck feels amazing in World 3. Come back to World 2, it doesn't feel the same. I don't know. The luck just feels like it doesn't scale very great on this game, and maybe there's caps to it. Maybe there's something that they don't tell us, like in the system, how it works, so you can't just grind something out and get like 1,000,000 Darkrite and then sell it all for money. I don't know. There must be something they cap so you can't like do certain methods. I don't know. All I know is my luck on World 3 feels on a completely different level than it does on World 2. Let me know what you guys think yourselves, and maybe if one of the devs see this video, or maybe like one of the mods in the game, maybe you guys can explain this to me a little bit better. I don't know. It just feels like the luck is very, very off in all the worlds. There's got to be some sort of hidden cap, and that would make a lot more sense. But even with all these luck boosts, I feel like my chances to get some of these really insane resources, if I do the math, I feel like they are lower than what it will, you know, I feel like the chances come out as like, oh, I have a way higher chance with the math that I do, and maybe I'm just not a mathematician. I'm a stupid boy. Bruh. I don't know, dude. I just feel like max luck, I should be getting more things, but I know that there's got to be a grind to this game. I just think the way that it would help is if the index updated to tell you your chances, just so I don't feel as crazy about how the luck works in this game. But let me know what you guys think. I just thought this would be interesting to test out and kind of see our luck with pretty much max luck in Roblox The Forge. Again, we're missing about 11%, but I feel like that 11% won't make much of a difference. I feel like when I use my luck runes, I don't really see much of a difference. I feel like if I did this test without all these, I would get pretty much the same results, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and drop a like on this video if this intrigued you. Subscribe for some more Forge videos and for a chance to win rerolls. I'll see you guys in the next one.